Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this weekend Astro Forecast, September 2nd and 3rd, 2023. So thanks to Mercury retrograde yesterday, I went live and some of you were there for this weekend Astro Forecast and it went into the void. So welcome everyone. Let's see what we have as far as the cosmic dance. Thank you for being here. So I was saying yesterday, some of you may need a repeat if you've already heard this astro forecast. Though I had forgotten and this time I didn't, I wanted to add some of the asteroids, okay? We have been hearing those messages for the planet. So some of you, if you want to review a little bit of the energies, you can always go back into the astro forecast. I like to cover different types of astrology, heliocentric, draconic. It all has a purpose for you to understand that astrology is really helping you to embody your multi-dimensional self. Okay, so that means I usually present the matrix, okay, because that's what we're interested in, is what we are experiencing here and what may create chaos. Okay, but that means there's different layers. Now we have a lot of purge this weekend around relationships. Okay, why, Audrey? Why? We have here Venus retrograde. We've been hearing about this one. Okay, and what do we have next to Venus retrograde is Juno. Juno, the asteroid of marriage. So some of you, if you have been married before, engaged, or any type of relationship where you put a lot of energy into yeah, Audrey, why? Into kind of projecting yourself into the relationship. Realize that you're entangling each other's energies. You're projecting, creating together. But when people separate, okay, yes, we all try to recover grief as well as we know or can, okay, but energetically, we might still bearing, yes, we do bury stuff, okay? We have buried inside our bodies, okay, how everything has made us feel when we were in this relationship. That means some of the hopes and dreams we may have to bury and just like, okay, I have to start over. Now, some of you already have started the work with doing the stomach, okay? Hi everyone, when you are in any type of dynamic with others, even for yourself, there's some certain things that you allow yourself to stomach or not, okay? And sometimes we do compromise on things in relationships and we let ourselves stomach things we really have a hard time with. So there's a lot of things here that are important to purge. Why? Because look at this little line here that is targeting this little cluster here. So the subconscious programs with our deepest wound and the collective north node. That's a lot of energy. And here it's talking about the wound of initiation, starting something. Why are we stuck, Audrey? Why am I not doing, or why am I doing a lot and not feeling like I'm on purpose or it's not working out? Well, this is an energy that is kind of working together and trying to tell you and show you that there's certain things that you stomached about people saying things about you, projecting things, labeling, sticking post-its of labels on you about what you should do, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't have been doing, or what you shouldn't do altogether. This is so freaking tiring. Okay, so you have to literally start purging your organs so they become reborn again. And what I mean by this is that in the way your organs are, yes, there's their initial immaculate health. And it's not the health that you're thinking of, even though it will manifest as physical health, but it's more the health that allows you to sing your song, to live and experience the life you were meant to live. Because the way you are built is meant to play a certain song, is meant to be along a certain path, okay? And sometimes we lose the path because we lose ourselves in the many voices of others as far as what we should, or someone has a dream, you know, you get together, you project yourself in a marriage, and it's like, well, I want this and I want that, and you're like, okay, why not? I never really thought of that. Okay, well, we can see. Well, maybe he'll change, or she'll change his mind along the way, okay? So there's a lot of things that can be still lingering, and whether or not we realize it, those things that we experience with relationship with others is also sometimes, a lot of times, reflecting a lot of how we relate to our parents, the mother and father principle. So there's a lot here that is being purged, and I'll show you where. Bing, bong. Okay, Pallas, the asteroid of wisdom, okay, is here trying to get a lot of wisdom between Mercury retrograde and Mars. So here we are trying to break the chains of the karmic carnage, I heard. It's like this train is like, all right, let's stop this. Sorry, you guys. We're trying to stop how fast this locomotive is going, okay? And we're trying to bring wisdom. As the weekend is going, this little quincunx here and quincunx there is going to start narrowing straight to Mars. It's going to point to Mars. It's going to have the moon at the bottom with all this cluster, a magnificent cluster, and we're going to have Saturn. So we're going to really have the master teacher of impact with your master teacher of your subconscious program and moons that is going to shoot at your master teacher of energy in motion. This is why I was talking about locomotive. You might just go way too fast into the repetition of the same patterns. So here, this little asteroid Pallas that is asking you to do the inner work to slow down, and also not because, well, yes, to slow down because you might repeat certain outcomes based out of certain emotions that are still stuck in you. So some of you, you know, you have my music playlist to help with the release of the organs, okay? I try to release each organ every other day, okay? We're almost there. There's 12 of them. Why are they important? Your 12 organs are yin-yang organ-based energy. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Positive and negative electrical current. But they also form together your Merkaba. If you do not know what the Merkaba is, it's your ascension vehicle, your chariot, okay? So you can ascend, so you can see the light, see in greater ways the light. Now, here, Ceres, the asteroid of the mother archetype, how we nurture ourselves, is in the specific degrees that are speaking of you. When you dedicate this type of work for yourself, you're actually helping at a greater level. So some of you will see it, and how will you see it? All of a sudden, your parents are different. Your siblings, your teachers, your boss, because you're doing the inner work. And your vibration doesn't carry the same friction that may trigger in them what used to trigger. So you're like, well, that's not fair. Why should I be doing the work? And they're just like, well, don't worry. Their time will come. Well, and also, again, if you're one of the chosen ones to do this work first as part as your family, it is a great honor. And you signed up for it, okay? So we're going to say that to feel better. Yes, we are. Okay. Here, we have, oh, this is interesting because I have a better answer for you guys as my higher self is showing me Vesta, the asteroid, okay, that speaks of your soul commitment. What makes your soul burn, but burn with what? With passion, okay, with passion. And it is here in the last degree of Gemini that speaks of divine justice of the scales. I know, Grace. This is so much. So that means that we are the ones that are feeling this initiation more than others around us. It's because it is a soul's call. It's burning in our soul, and we're very sensitive to this harmony. But we are supported here. We're supported. Now, some of you may have already that realization or not. This Vesta asteroid speaks also of all the high priest and high priestesses. Okay, so a lot of us are being called to remember that we've done this type of work already, and that we thus have a lot of awareness, a lot of tools for others to also do the work. Okay, so we are part of this wave, okay? And if you're watching this and you resonate and it's calling back your soul, because remember, I am not saying anything that you don't know. You're actually remembering. And when it doesn't resonate, well then it doesn't. Because sometimes the knowledge, it's either not for you, not the right time. I've been saying this to some people, like when you're trying to learn something and it's blurry. It's blurry. It's blurry. Sometimes you would be amazed that it's more of a vibrational tone. It's like you're maybe not ready for this. Not because you're stupid, not because you're dumb, but maybe because there's something greater that you need to look at first in order to come back and have a greater vision. I've seen this. I've studied like Mayan calendar I tried for months. And then I dropped it for over a year and a half. And then all of a sudden, I'm taking back this piece of work and knowledge. And I'm like, how come did I not understand this before? So some of you will relate to this. And that means that follow your guidance as far as like what calls you to move towards a certain direction. Okay, so this weekend, remember, this is a lot of how we unite in our relationships, how this energy that we're doing is really reactivating our soul. Some of you, if you're feeling like, oh, I am not finding my purpose, I am not finding this passion, it's through the inner work that you're going to remember some of the things that you're passionate about. You would have told me, Audrey, you would become an astrologer. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Okay. No. I don't know. It was not even in my scope of something I would do. And yet, here we are. All right, so we have a lot of those energies. And again, the way to remember is to get back that immaculate perfection of your own organs, the way you were meant to be. And that means recouping the health of our yin yang energies, okay, in those pathways, the way your life force flows. It's supporting life, and life wants to support you, and that means it's time for you to kind of let go of certain energies that are weighing you down. Thank you so much, Kathy, for this badge. Okay, now we have big announcement because we are September. August, I was under the wave of Leo season because I got plenty of Leo, okay? So I skipped the monthly zodiac reading, but my higher self is calling me back to bring it back. But, another but, we like butts, sorry. Scratch that. We're going to be focusing on progressive charts. Why? Well, progressive charts is helping you know where you're at in terms of your evolution. And that means you're born with a natal chart. This is your soul's oath. This is what you wanted to master. This is like the PhD you wanted to get. But the progressive chart, thank you so much. The progressive chart is showing you kind of like, okay, well, this year you should sign up for this class and then sign up for this activity. And then it gives you an insight of kind of like a school year. So if your birthday is coming up, year 23, 24, your progressive chart is going to show you, okay, in terms of your evolution, for you to become and be in alignment with your highest version, those are the basics of things that you need to know. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to overload the main page with those readings, I'm going to do those readings at the subscription. You will have access to them once I'm done with the 12 signs on my YouTube. Okay, but if you want to be present for the reading live, you have the subscription option. Okay, I don't know yet what sign I should start with. I might just go with polls. Okay, and again, so for example, if you're a Virgo sun, you might be already a Libra or a Scorpio progressive. So some of you that have been too attached to your zodiac sign, that would be a great teaching for this month. Because again, the month of September, Virgo season, is really asking us to understand that the zodiac wheel is an ascension enlightenment tool. This is part of the chariot. This is a part about you going in your ascension and progressing. This is not for you to hold on to one stair and say, like, I am staying there. Okay? No. You're supposed to move on up. You're like my little socks. Anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post on my story some poll, so you can vote what is going to be the first sign in terms of progressive. And I am going to go on the subscription whenever I have enough people, okay, as far as whose sign is going to go first. But remember, this is not going to be your sun sign. This is going to be a progressive. I am a Capricorn now. A Scorpio becoming a Capricorn. Yes. I say yes, okay? So I will give you also insights about the progressive chart as far as what it represents, as far as your evolution. And I am going to also make a video that I will give access to everyone, okay? So you can go and check it out for yourself. Because some of you, if you do not know how to know what's your new progressive sign, this is going to be a tool that you want to use. All right? Yes, Audrey is stepping up the gear for everyone to learn. Okay, we're doing homework together. Vroom, 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 vroom. This is the French coming out. Okay. All right, you guys. I will see you Monday, fun day. But for this weekend, I'll see you a lot on the subscription channel. Some of you, if you want to join us, we'll be starting those signs. There's 12 of them. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Thank you so very much. Namaste.